Ghana's mobile data is one of the most expensive in Africa, but are consumers getting value for money? On this episode of News Connect on City TV, we speak to some mobile data consumers. My name is Kojo Agyeman. Stay tuned. So how much do you pay for your mobile data?
Well, I pay too much. I can't quantify the amount, but I know I pay too much. I can't even do monthly plans because they tend to run out before the weekends. So I do weekly plans. And for weekly plans, they slate it for 7 days, which ends up being 2 days. So it's definitely too much money to be spending on data.
But are you aware that it depends on how much you use the data? For example, you can bundle 1 gig for a week, but then within 2 days, you could have used that data to download or to stream something on the internet, and it will cost you.
Yes, I definitely believe that, but that's not the kind of information they are putting out there. And also, you don't even have to be online downloading anything. It just rapidly runs out. I could bundle 1 gig for the 7 days, and then it runs out in 2 days by me just doing WhatsApp videos. And I could do that same bundle for the 3-day bundle, which is 2 gigabytes, and it will still run out during that same period. And when I check how much my apps are taking over time, which I do, you realize that it's the same amount of data going out. It hasn't increased because I bought more, and it hasn't decreased because I bought less. So it's definitely, I feel like they're doing something. They're definitely rigging how much data they are consuming, because when you go on and you check how your apps are consuming data, it's the same amount throughout.
So you feel that you're not getting the value for money. For example, if you dish out 50 cedis to a bundle 2 gigabytes, you're not getting the same value as the...
Definitely you're not. You're not getting the same value. And even with unlimited, technically it's not unlimited. It's not unlimited. It still has it could result in you having slow internet. And then there's also the period where the alerts keep popping up every single minute. So yeah, I don't receive value for money at all when it comes to data plans.
The internet is a space where everybody is playing, and of course you can't have a phone without internet. And so I pay quite a lot, but I don't think I'm getting value for money, because this is, Charlie, you just subscribe for an internet service, you start using it, and before you know, everything just gets finished. And of course, you can't have your mobile phone without internet, of course, and you can't leave at home without internet. And so you have to keep paying and paying and paying, and I don't think we are getting value for money. What do I use my data for? Largely emails, and then of course some social media handles. I hardly use my data for Instagram because it takes a lot of credit unless I'm on a Wi-Fi before I check. And then YouTube as well, because you're doing YouTube and Instagram takes a lot of airtime. So emails, internet, and then of course the Facebook and other things.
Averagely in a month, I think I spend about 40 cedis for mobile data. Let me tell you, yeah.
And do you get that value that you desire?
Sometimes I think I do, but sometimes it doesn't, because you don't know how the data is being managed behind at the telco side, but you only know you are consuming from your end. And then because probably, let's say you are using Facebook, WhatsApp, or internet, checking email all the time, you can't really tell the consumption rate. So sometimes how much you want to spend can take you to the end of the month, but some other time you don't get that. You will have to do some few top-ups here and there. So I can say it's 50-50. Yeah.
But do you feel that you're being charged so much for a little?
Yes, it is too much. It is too much. I had to move from one network to the other because of data charges. And I can say this is even much better than the other, but I think it is too much. Well, I've been to Kenya before, and if I look at how much data costs in Kenya, it's expensive in Ghana.
How much do you use on internet or mobile data?
I think every 2 weeks I buy 20 cedis.
20 cedis?
20 cedis. Every 2 weeks. And I bundle for a month, but it lasts for maximum 2 weeks.
But are you aware that, for example, you can bundle 1.5 gigabytes of data, but then you use it to stream or download, and it will finish even before the expiry date?
Of course, that's what is happening to me. Actually, I bundle 20 cedis for a month. They give me 2 gig and about 500 megabytes for social media, and both gets finished before even 2 weeks. And it happens, so within a month, I bundle about 2 times. And if I make mistake and connect my phone to my laptop, then it to get finished in 3 days or a week maximum.
Should I interpret this to say that you're not getting value for money?
Yes, certainly. Compared to the expectations, what we thought, even school bundle, I mean the Wi-Fi we get from school, and looking at the charges they charge them, it's better. So
hold on, what were you expecting from your service provider when you bought that 2 gigabyte data?
I was expecting it to last me for at least, even not for a month, 4 weeks, getting to a month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but 2 weeks and it's finished. It's not like you are downloading something, you're just streaming, using social media, researching for certain things, and it gets finished. So frankly speaking, I've been complaining.
The thing is, once they are at the advantage point and we are disadvantaged, obviously they wouldn't do anything about it. You get it? Because most of us, we are just complaining individually in our homes, and there hasn't been a mass action to it. Because I think when a mass demonstration goes on, then they will listen. But currently no one is doing anything about it. Yes, because we need it the most, so we have to get it whether we like it or not.
Now, back home in Nigeria, how does authorities, or how do authorities police the telcos there to make sure that you, a consumer, will get value for money?
Okay, so there's a commission that handles that, and then at the time there was a circular. So if you feel like your network is playing pranks on you, like you feel cheated, then you can just send an SMS or email to that commission, and then they take charge of that. So I think that's a bit of a leverage to handle that.
It is better now. Previously, it wasn't good at all, because the regulations and the authorities were not keeping eyes on the telcos. But in these recent years, I could see that they are on checks. And I think when they continue with time, it will get better. They had the freedom, the telcos had the freedom in the years that are gone. They had too much freedom to bully us with data and all that. Yeah, but now I think the authorities are in the right path to getting us value for money.
I think that the NCE they should be more. They should let these companies know to be more customer centric. They should know that a lot of people spend quite a large chunk of their monies on data usage, and so they should be able to, I don't know, maybe give some discounts or something. So because honestly, you buy your data, you log onto the internet for a while, and everything just runs away like that. And because they know that we cannot have our phones or our devices without internet, we get to spend a lot of money buying this data. So I think that the NCE should be able to push these people to be more customer centric.
That will be all for this episode of News Connect on City TV. My name is Kojo Agyeman. Keep watching City TV.